Tesla. Oh, we already did this one.
Oh.
Fox News anchor calls Stephen Colbert an elitist ASS. They're blanked out over joke about gas prices. Here's the joke. Today, the average gas price in America hit an all-time record high of over $4 per gallon. Okay, that stings, but a clean conscience is worth $1 or $2. I'm willing to pay $4 a gallon. Hell, I'll pay $15 a gallon because I drive a Tesla.
Mm-hmm. There's like a elitist mentality there.
Because he can afford a Tesla?
Yeah, and he can also afford to pay $15 a gallon for gas, even though he drives a Tesla.
Well, I mean, he can afford, yeah.
Sure.
What he can actually afford kind of screws up this joke.
I see.
If somebody said this joke who was not Stephen Colbert, your friend who drove a Tesla, you'd be like, that's funny. But it is, I agree kind of with Will, it hurts it a little bit that none of this stuff really probably affects him that much. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting there trying to relate to the general public. And to the general public, obviously the $4 really matters. Mm-hmm. But I'm not really offended by this.
No, I'm not.
It's
but there's news stories about it, and it was trending for a while.
Okay, so you just don't like the joke? Is that what you're saying? You just don't find it that funny? Because you just ordered a Bronco?
I don't really think it's funny, but for him to get chastised like this is it's very
I see what
it's a bigger conversation of like,
I see what you're saying, how people are now this back and forth left right scenario of the, what is this, Fox News, like which site is it? Is Fox News.
Yeah. And this was just
no, it was on Fox News, right? What is this? Fox News anchor called him out, right?
Meghan McCain.
Yeah, and then you look for some celebrity who's on the opposing side, and you wait to find a way to kind of, I mean, it might just be a crap joke. Like it might just not be all that funny, and
it was probably a filler joke in a monologue that he did that was like 5 minutes, and this took like maybe 5 seconds of the monologue. You know, it wasn't meant to be.
I know,
a big
and they got to
deal,
write those things,
but
all
they have
the time.
to do. Yeah, exactly.
The format
has to say something.
Formatting, and then so they come back and say, "Oh, he doesn't care about the regular people because he's this elitist type, like everyone else with that particular viewpoint." But it is worth noting that this gas price thing does affect people. But I don't think that. I think the two things can be true. I think you can make a joke about it, and you can also state that it is really affecting people. I think it's possible to do both.
Sure.
It says up here, 65% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck and are suffering from rising gas prices. Yeah,
so maybe it's just ill timing, that joke. You know, it could be interpreted in many different ways.
It's hard with the timing because you're also trying to time it around a time where a lot of people are talking about it. And the reason people are talking about it is because it's affecting them. So it's a personal preference thing, whether you think it's funny or not.
Yeah.
But it could be just the framing. But gas prices are way up.
They are.
Right? Weren't you saying, what were you saying to me the other day? You say you hit a new record on your tank. Or was that Mo?
Both of us.
Both of us.
Hit a new record.
Did you hit a new record? You haven't hit a new record.
I haven't filled up.
Oh, you will hit a new record. Yeah. Kirk's gonna hit a new record. It's like a slot machine. Bing, 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 bing.
It's not as fun.
Yeah, they're like, you win, you lose. Yeah, you spin it and lose every time. Yet you keep playing because you need your car.
But I also got the Costco gas.
You're lining up for Costco gas now?
I could. I'm saying I could.
Oh, he's threatening. It's a Costco gas threat. I might just line up for that Costco gas. For those that don't know, Costco has a discounted gas price, but you have to line up for it, and you have to be a Costco member. But Kirk is a Costco member because he lives in the suburbs now.
Yeah.
And what happens is, as soon as you get your address in the suburbs,
They hand you one.
You get the Costco.
You get a gift basket.
They just give it. They just
And the only thing in there is a Costco card.
welcome to the suburbs.
Yeah.
I actually haven't been in forever, so